all of the ingredients for our chocolate pot de creme, and this is so easy and you're gonna love it. If you are not familiar with what pot de creme is just a fancy way of saying chocolate pudding, but it's really, really rich and really, really delicious, and this does not require any cooking on the stove, and it's super simple, and you aren't gonna believe how easy it is. All you do is mix this up in the blender, you pop it in the fridge, and you are on your way to chocolate heaven. This is a perfect dessert for Valentine's Day or any time that you want to have some sort of really special fancy chocolate dessert. What we're gonna start off with is 2 cups of chocolate chips. You're gonna need a cup of milk. This is whole milk, a cup of heavy cream, half a cup of sugar, a half a cup of brewed strong coffee, 4 whole eggs. This is 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to use about a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. You can alternately use vanilla extract, no problem. The first thing we want to do is get our milk and our cream into a container, and we're going to heat this up. I'm going to heat mine in the microwave. You, of course, can do yours on top of the stove. We want to bring this up to a scald. You don't want to boil it, but you want to maintain this at a very high temperature. You want it to be hot enough that when you put your finger in it, you go, ouch, not ah. So I'll be right back. All right, I got the blender out, and now we're gonna start working on our pot de creme. We're gonna go ahead and put our chocolate chips in the blender. Get them all in there. And I know this sounds weird, but we're also gonna pour all 4 of our eggs in here as well. And we're gonna put the lid on it. What we're gonna do is we're going to mix this on high. You just wanna do it until it looks pretty smooth. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our sugar and our coffee, our salt, and a bit of our vanilla bean paste. And about that much. About a teaspoon. Same for extract. And then we're going to come back with the lid. And then we're gonna mix it again. Okay, you wanna turn your blender down to low, and then we're going to slowly incorporate this hot milk into the blender. Now you're gonna let this run on low for about 1 full minute until it gets it really well incorporated. Okay, now what you want to do is pour this into your serving dishes, and I just have little 1/2 cup, 4-ounce mason jars because this is what I had on hand and it's easy and accessible. You can use little ramekins or dessert dishes, whatever you like. And then we're going to pop these in the refrigerator, and they're going to need to chill. There you have it. There are our chocolate pot de creme. I hope you give chocolate pot de creme a try, and I hope you love it. We're going to be making cake mix cookies, and if you are not familiar with cake mix cookies, let me introduce you. Cake mix can be turned into cookies. You're going to want any flavor of cake mix, a 1/2 cup of oil, or you can substitute melted butter, and 2 eggs. From there, you can add other things in to make different flavors. Today, we're going to be making regular plain red velvet. I wanted to add white chocolate chips to these. I didn't have any on hand, so we're just going plain. This is how simple it is to make cake mix cookies. In we go with the eggs. I'm not even taking out the mixer today. We're going to whip these up with a wooden spoon and a bowl. Super simple. You can do so many different flavors. How hard was that? You just mix this up, and then we're gonna scoop them out onto a parchment lined baking sheet. We're gonna bake these at 350 for about 8 to 10 minutes, and they're gonna come out perfect and delicious. So I'm gonna grab my baking sheet and my scoop, and it'll be that easy. Okay, I scooped out all my cookies, and I got almost 2 full dozen. But you can scoop them to where you get a full dozen. I used a number 40 scoop, and I was probably a little generous on a couple of them. So you know how it goes. I'm not too upset about it, and we're just gonna flow with it. It's really okay. These are gonna go in a 350 oven for 8 to 10 minutes, and I'm gonna pop those in, And while those are baking, we're gonna mix up another flavor. Okay, now, you know it's Valentine's Day, so that's one of the reasons I made red velvet. And now we're gonna make a strawberry cake mix cookie. So I got a box of the Duncan Hines Strawberry Supreme. And we're just gonna pop that right on in there. But to make this really extra special, I have some crushed up freeze-dried strawberries, and we're gonna add those in there. And that's from my food storage, but you can find the freeze-dried fruit super easily in the grocery store now. If you buy a little bag, I've used approximately a half a cup of crushed strawberries, and that should do just fine. You wanna go ahead and give this a stir though before you add the other wet ingredients. And these are gonna just look so pretty, and with the red velvet, they're gonna look very festive for Valentine's Day. Again, with our ratio, half a cup of oil, 2 eggs, and then you just mix everything up, and it turns into a really lovely cookie dough. We're gonna get these all scooped up and baked off, same in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. Then put them on a cookie rack. And then when we come back, I'll show you what these look like. I can't wait. These smell so good. There you have it. There are our cake mix cookies. These were so simple. It is kind of unbelievable. You know what? This is perfect for a bake sale. It's perfect for a baby shower. It's perfect for a bridal shower. You know why? Because you can customize these cookies to suit the theme of the party, to coordinate with the colors of the party. And I just think that's a lot of fun. And you know, you can just grab a cake mix out of your pantry. You can add a couple of eggs, a half a cup of oil, and you can add whatever you want in here. If I had had white chocolate chips, they totally would have gone into either one or both of these. Regular chocolate chips would have been delicious in the strawberry, but adding the freeze-dried strawberry gives these a nice texture. It gives them a little chewiness and a vibrant pop of strawberry flavor. The red velvet is just delicious, and if I'd had white chocolate chips, I would have totally loved to throw them in there. But Molly said even regular chocolate chips would be good. A drizzle of white chocolate ganache on the top would be perfect. And you can turn any cake mix cookie into a crinkle cookie by simply rolling the dough before you bake it into some powdered sugar before you put it on the baking sheet. And that will turn it into a crinkle cookie. We're gonna get started on this really amazing little snack that you can make for your love, and it's great for Valentine's Day. You can throw this together and you can take it to them. I'm just gonna put it in a big 2-quart mason jar, or you can pop this up and prepare it right before they arrive if you're gonna have like a night in, and this is super fun. It goes perfectly with sparkling wine or champagne, and we're going to do this delicious chocolate covered strawberry and coconut popcorn. It's going to be amazing, and it's really simple because all you do is throw everything in a bowl. So I popped a batch of popcorn. This is about half of that batch, and what I have here is some desiccated organic coconut, and I have some freeze-dried strawberries. You can get these in the produce section of your grocery store. You can just take that bag, and before you open it up, you can crush them a little bit so they're broken up into pieces, and then you get this nice little powder in there, and then you're going to just throw that in the bowl too. And then what else I have is these are new. They're called Delightfuls, and they're from Nestle, and they're filled baking morsels, and they have coconut inside. I'm going to put about a half a cup. So I have about 4 cups of popcorn in the bowl. About a half a cup of these chips. I'm going to use, you know, of course this is to your taste. I'm going to use about 1/4 cup or so of the flaked coconut and some of these freeze-dried strawberries. And you can see how this powder that is created from crushing the berries just get in here. Flip your bowl. It's all in the wrist. Just get everything mixed up just nicely. And that is all you have to do. Then you can take a taste. Make sure you get a little bit of everything. Some popcorn, some morsels. That's yummy. Isn't that good?
That works.
It satisfied all those things. Sweet, salty, crunchy, soft and chewy. It's delicious. Now, all I would do is put this in a 2-quart jar and then it would make a beautiful gift if you're going to take it somewhere. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that, so I'll be right back. Have it, our delicious freeze-dried strawberry, coconut, and chocolate popcorn. So it's kind of like a chocolate-covered strawberry and coconut popcorn. Really easy to make, very accessible ingredients, and so much fun. And who wouldn't love getting this treat for Valentine's Day? It's a little bit different. Yes, it has chocolate in it because you gotta have the chocolate, but it's a lot more healthy for you than a giant box of chocolates. And really, when you're gonna go give this to somebody that you care about, I think it's always a great idea to give them something that you know, make yourself, and it really is so much more special. This goes great with sparkling wine or champagne or whatever you want to serve it with. Even sparkling cider is going to be great too. I mean, let's just kick it up a notch, make it a little bit of fun, and let's turn Valentine's Day on its ear for a change and really think outside the box.